My name is Sharon Whiteman, and it's my great pleasure and privilege to be here every week with Dinah Hunter and Gary Knapp and each and every one of you, either here live or listening down the track. We know that there's many replays of these educational opportunities that we bring to Australasia in partnership with our colleagues around the world. And today we're very privileged to have Luciano Fidalgo. I'll just give you a little bit about Luciano's background. With over 30 years experience in the direct sales and networking industry, Luciano is a sought-after coach. At the time, he had just graduated from university and was looking for more than just a job. In 2003, he found Mannatech and its products. Today, he's a gold presidential with over 100,000 K plus organization in over 20 countries. He is a member of the Strategy and Planning Group for North America, a strategic group that assists with Mannatech's future direction and training program development. Luciano has been recognized as Business Builder of the Year for North America in 2013, 14, and 18. He may want to update us on that, and a member of the Chairman's Club. He also won Mannatech's first Trip of a Lifetime incentive. Luciano is widely respected across the Mannatech community and is known to be a man willing to be of assistance to anyone. He's passionate, skilled, professional, and today this call is all about supporting your business success, and hopefully there might even be time for some questions at the end if anybody is wanting. So Luciano, God bless you. Thank you for always saying yes to Australasia. And I'm going to go off camera and I'll be here if you need anything.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. And good morning, Australasia. I am honored and excited to be here with you guys, Gary and Diana. Thank you for the invitation. It is always an honor and a privilege to be here to have the opportunity to talk to you guys. So I'm excited. I heard there's some good things happening in Australasia. I'm excited for you guys. I know there's a restart, a recommitment. You know, there's a lot of new things I hear happening, and I'm really excited and happy for you guys because, like Sharon said, Mannatech is worth screaming, yelling, jumping, and sharing it with people all over the world. You know, so yes, I'm excited to be here. Like Sharon said, I got involved in Mannatech in 2003. I was just, I was traveling a lot with the other company that I was working with. My health started deteriorating a little bit, and I came home from actually a trip in Turkey. I had done meetings with, I don't know, there was maybe 1,000 people in the room. And I went back to my hotel room, and I was just like having this mega huge headaches and no energy, couldn't sleep at night. So, and it was because of all the traveling I had done. At that time, I probably had flown maybe 2 million miles, if you put all the places and planes I had been on around the world, and they were just taking a toll in my health. So I came home. I decided that I was going to look for products that are natural, not any specific company. Just I started doing some research, ended up in somebody's page talking about glyconutrients. Guys, that's how I learned about Mannatech, glyconutrients. Never heard of it, never even heard of Mannatech, and I was already in the industry, I think by that time, 12 years, or maybe even more, I don't know. And I was intrigued when I began to read the information about glycans and glyconutrients and the science in glycobiology. Long story short, I got I think it was a $99 pack just to try the product, because I really wasn't looking for the business, but my results were so fast and so powerful that 22 years later, here I am still in Mannatech and still excited. So we want to talk about staying excited. We want to talk about staying in a growth mode. I just want to let you guys know that, I'm not, I know you guys have Dr. Nugent coming. Listen, nobody can explain the products better than him. So that's why I use all his links and all his trainings to just send to people that I work with. I concentrate more on the business side of things. I concentrate on, and I know about the products too, but I want my business to be duplicatable and duplicatable quick. So instead of me trying to tell them everything that Dr. Nugent already said in a video, I just send a link and say, hey, listen to this. So when those people meet new people and people start talking to them about the science, they don't have to know how to talk about science in the beginning. They can if they want later on, but they can always go and find a link and send it to somebody. So what I'm saying is we let the tools do the work for us. That's duplicatable. So, but anyways, I just want to say, as we hit the road here, I just want to say, look, you can't have a new restart. You can't have a new recommitment if you don't recommit to changing the mindset and the attitude. So the first thing I want to talk to you about this morning is, look, if you want to move your business forward, if you're not happy with where your business is right now and you want to move it forward, the biggest tip I can give you today is you're going to have to move you forward first in terms of what your mindset is. I remember I got stuck for more years than I cared to think about at the bronze presidential level, you know? And I decided that, you know what, if I need to, if I'm going to get out of where I'm at, it won't be because of my upline, it won't be because of my downline, it won't be because of my crossline, it won't be because of glycobiology, it won't be because of Ambertos. It'll be because I made a decision to change my mindset. I made a decision to change my attitude. So I might have told you guys this story before, because this is one of those things that is, it was so important to me. But I decided that for me to change my attitude, I needed to read some books that could help me change my attitude. So guess what? I went and I looked in my library, and I had lots of books. And I found 3 books, and I started reading them. I think it was October, November, December, because I wanted the new year. When the new year hit in January, I wanted to have a brand new attitude and a new mindset, so I can move my business from where it was stuck at to the next rank, to the next rank, to the next rank. So I guess the first thing I want to say to you this morning is, if you want to move your business from where it is right now, look in the mirror first. Yeah, look in the mirror and look at yourself and say, okay, buddy, okay, ma'am, sir, I want to move my business forward, and I need a new attitude and I need a new mindset. And what you need to do is go figure out books like Think and Grow Rich, The Magic of Thinking Big, and look at other books that you might have already in your library, and listen to and read. And read those books that will help you to change your mindset. Look, the longer we have been in the industry, believe it or not, the more we need to read. If it wasn't because I read a lot, I probably wouldn't be here today and still in the industry. I probably wouldn't be speaking to you this morning, because one of the biggest fear that I had was speaking in public. And I got so nervous that I couldn't think to even speak to people when they were in front of me. So how that changed was I did a lot of reading, and then I did a lot of listening. So my advice to you is, look, we are in the 7th month of the year. So that means we have 5 more months left before the end of the year. What are you going to do right now? Like in the US, we're starting a 90-day blitz beginning of August with Ray Higdon and Al Bala and a bunch of other leaders in North America. So what I'm saying to you is, what are you going to do in your business in Australasia to set yourself up for this next 5 months of the year to have major growth in your business, but also to prepare yourself for January of 2025? See, this is where now you got to think about, here's my business, this way it's at. What do I want my business to look at the end of 2025? December 2025. What do I want my business to look like? But then you're going to have to come back to August of 2024 and begin to work the plan so you can get that business in December 2025, So, but it all starts, guys, at the mindset level, at the attitude level. I can tell you, this is my 22nd year in Manatech right now. And I can tell you, it is so worth it. And I'm sure you guys know, look, you guys been around for a while. You guys have taken the product. You've seen the results. You've seen the benefits that the people have had. That had, some people had no hope. I know I'm preaching to the choir. But I'm just telling you guys that, look, the longer you have been in the business, the more you have to take care of your mindset. You can't let people rent spaces in your head. You cannot let people rent space in your head, because the longer you're in, the more you've heard, the more you've seen, and then it becomes a mundane type of thing. It becomes, oh, another month, oh, another year. You really have to think about, where do I want to be in my business, and then go for it. You have to look at, and I'm saying you have to. I'm just saying you don't have to do anything. I'm just saying I have to do those things. It's your business, and you can do it however way you want, fast, slow. I'd rather go faster than slow. Speed is a very important thing in this industry. So success loves speed. I would go with speed rather than slow. But all of us are in different places, so we all have to build our business whatever way we want. We feel comfortable building it, because you want to do it in a healthy way too. But what I'm saying is, look, this is what I did to build my business, and I'm teaching you those things that I did, so maybe it can help you move your business forward. So the next thing that I did was, I had to look at some goals and set some goals to rank up. I don't know about you guys in Australasia, but I know Manatech North America, we don't really have a rank up culture. Meaning we don't really talk to people about ranking up in their business to the director level, the executive level, the presidential level, the platinum presidential level. We don't really have an attitude or a culture where we're pushing for that. But if you're not talking to the people in your organization about hitting different ranks, so let's say if I was a director right now, there's a couple of different ranks in the director level. I will be shooting for those ranks to hit those ranks, and then executive levels, I would be shooting to hit those executive levels, and then the presidential level. Because unless you have goals to hit those ranks, you're probably not going to hit those ranks. But it takes you sitting down and looking at your business and drawing your business out and saying to yourself, hey, this is my goal. This is the rank I want to be in the next 30 days. This is the rank I want to be in the next 60 days. This is the rank I want to get to in the next 90 days, the next 6 months, the next year. And then create a plan, go work it. I have a leader in Spain. I remember I was in Spain one time. We were working the business there. And he was at the executive level, gold executive level. And he wanted to go to Hawaii for the presidential Hawaiian trip. And I said to him, look, you can make it. I said, we have enough time for you to work your business. I think we had like 3 or 4 months before he hit that presidential level to qualify for the trip to Hawaii, because it was in January. And I think I was there like in either June or July. So I told him, look, we have plenty of time for you to go from gold executive to presidential, but we need to work. So what I made him, well, I didn't make him do it, but what I suggested that he did was that he draw up his organization, and then we are going to look at his group and look at what he needs to do to qualify presidential. So, and I didn't do the work, so I don't want you to think that I did the work. Him and his wife did the work. But I can tell you one thing, what moved them from gold executive director to presidential director was the fact that in 1 month, they showed 70 business presentations in 1 month. 70. Let me say it like that so you guys don't think I'm saying 17. In 1 month, he decided that he was going to really go after it. And he showed 70 people the business. And guess what that did? You think not all those 70 people got in? Not even half of those 70 people got in. But a good amount got in, propelled him and his wife all the way to presidential director, and they went to Hawaii. So there is no secret. We don't have any secret on how you grow the business, And how you grow the business is all about momentum. How to create momentum is probably the biggest thing that you need to figure out in growing your business. I listen to Brian Carruthers a lot. He's one of my mentors. I've read his book, How to Create I think it's How to Create a something empire. I have it right behind me, but I'm not going to forget it. But anyways, Brian Carruthers is the man. I love his training. I was listening to him talking about momentum. I've listened to him talk about everything, but one of the things that he was talking about is, it's interesting because when we talk to people, everybody says to you, "Oh, I don't want to get into any get rich quick scheme. I don't want to get into any get rich quick scheme." So yeah, great, because this is not a get rich quick scheme. So, and then they start working with you, and they don't get rich quick, they quit. Isn't that interesting? They don't want to be in a get rich quick scheme, but when they start working with you, if they're not getting rich quick, they're quitting. So look, one of the things that you have to work on your mindset on is this. Thank you, Building an Empire. Thank you, Diane. One of the things that you need to work on all the time is, and especially in your mindset, is, look, you're going to show a lot of business presentation. Not everybody's going to get in. Get used to that. That's never going to change. It's like, you're going to talk to people, and you're going to have yes and you're going to have no. I don't put statistics on that. I don't believe when I hear people talk about, well, if you talk to 10 people, you're going to get this. No, I'm all about believing that if you're talking to 10 people who are interested, you're going to sponsor 10 people who are interested. So if your word is powerful and you are talking the right way, then why would I say if I show 10, I'm going to get 2? If I show 10, I'm going to get 10. If I don't get 10, fine, but that's what I'm going for. So I'm not putting the statistics out there to say, this is what I'm programming myself for. Because no, I want to talk to 10 people and sponsor 10 people. Does that happen? Probably not. But if it does, great. So momentum is super important. No, I mean, in our business, but everywhere. I mean, if you're in any business, you want to have momentum. But the way that you're going to get that, the first thing is, you need to have urgency. And the opposite of urgency is procrastination. But really what you want to do is you want to have urgency in your business. You want to become urgent. When you talk to people, you need to show some kind of, they don't need to see that you need them. You're not needy, okay? There's a difference between being needy. Oh, please get in my group, I need you. That doesn't work ever, But there is something called urgency where if I'm sponsoring, if I'm showing a business to somebody new, and I have Sharon, who I just spoke to Sharon, and now Sharon says, hey, I'm ready, I want to go. And let's say now I just met Gary, and I'm talking to Gary, and Gary says, look, this looks interesting, I want to go. And now I just talked to Diana, and she says, hey, listen, I'm going to think about this a little bit. I'm going to say to her, listen, Diana, I got Sharon and I got Gary, and they're ready to go. Guess what? I can put one of them in your organization. So now I'm letting her know this urgency here. I don't need for you to go sit at home and think about, do you want to make more money or do you want to have better health? I want you to say, hey, listen, let's go get this thing. Now, if they're not willing to do that, that's okay. I'm good with that. But that's what I'm looking for as I'm building my business, And look, and so in momentum, we're going to talk a little bit about that down the road, because I think that's important. So we're definitely going to hit that a little bit. But let me tell you something. There's three things that are going to give you success in your business. One is burning desire, which is sense of urgency. Burning desire with a sense of urgency. 2, willing to work. Like I said, no one wants get rich quick scheme, but nobody wants to work, but they want to make money quick. And if they don't make money quick, they quit. So burning desire, willing to work, and being coachable. Guys, those three things, if you can just develop skills in those three things, developing burning desire, look, and that's going to take all kind of different thinking, and what is it that you want, what is it that that you're not going to be able to get with where you are right now. I mean, that's all about your wants, your why, your reason. That has a lot to do with how urgent you are, and and the burning desire that you have to become a presidential or platinum presidential. Willing to work, look, that's self-explanatory. If you don't work, guess what? You don't eat. As simple as that. You need to figure out a time that you can put in your business. And let me tell you something. When I first got involved in 1987, deciding to build this business, I had graduated from the university. I was working 40 to 50 hours a week, my regular job. I loved playing basketball, so I played as much basketball as I could. I was doing all kinds of sports things, and then I got involved in here. And the guy says to me, look, you need to make a decision. He says, we need to find some of those unproductive hours that you have for us to make a plan so we can go build a business. So he didn't tell me what it is that I needed to do. He just says, we need to figure out some of those unproductive hours. So I'm thinking, unproductive hour? I don't have no unproductive hour. I said, everything I do is productive. I mean, basketball is productive. Watching sports on TV was productive, And then I came back home. I sat there like, well, you know what? I think I better cut down on playing, because I used to also play soccer in a team that, we used to travel. So I said, maybe at my age, I need to just cut some of those things down and I made my own decision that I was going to stop doing that, at least some of it for a while, so I can build my business, and then I can go back later and do as much of playing soccer and as much of basketball as I want. So I did that, and then when I got to a level in Manatech where I could just go play basketball at 9 o'clock in the morning, at 10 o'clock in the morning, where everybody else is going to work, I'm playing with people that are retired. I live in Florida. There's lots of people retired here, So those are the things that I was told that I needed to. So in your business, you need to figure out what are some of the unproductive hours that you have, and so you can put it into your building business. So burning desire, willing to work, coachable, those three things are steps to success in your business. So when you have that, and then you have, you're working to develop momentum, then you're going to see your business is going to take off. Now, how do you work and develop momentum? Well, first of all, your mindset has to be right. You need to have a mindset that says, hey, look, my business is important to me. It's not the second most important. It's not the third most important. It's not it's important. It's right up there with everything else that I have. So to create momentum, in my opinion, is you need new people. You can't create momentum with the same old people that you have. Question is, do you need to get 5 new ones, 10 new ones, 15 new ones, 20 new ones? It doesn't matter. Like I was telling you about the guys in Spain. He showed 70 plans in 1 month. How many are you willing to show so you can have 4, 5, or 6, or 7 new people in your business that are saying, man, I'm in. I want to know, how do I get to presidential? I want you to come over my house. We want to make a plan. Those are the kind of people you're looking for. How do you create? Well, how do you get new people? The easiest way to get new people is for you personally to get some new people in your organization, because every single new person has a list of new people. Or if you know people who maybe buys products from you, but they're not wanting to build a business, tell them, look, give me your top 10 people that you know. Let me talk to them. Let me talk to them about our business. Let me talk to them about our opportunity. Let me talk to them about options of working from home. So then when you begin to have new people in your organization, and look, I'm going to say this as lovingly as I can. If you're prospecting with product first, your business is going to go very slow. I know people say, well, but that's what we do. Look, I'm telling you, if you listen to Eric Worre or any of the guys out there that talks about building the business, we need customers, we need associates, right? Problem that we have is everybody wants to go talk about the products and the science because that's easy. It's the easiest way to do the business. But the thing is, those people don't duplicate and build the business. Very few of them do. Very, very few of them duplicate and build a business. So what you really want to do is, well, I mean, look, first of all, you have to listen to people what they send to you, you know, because my attitude is this: I'm open because I'm listening. If I talk to Gary and Gary's talking to me about doesn't have energy, he can't sleep at night, he's got stress, you know, guess what? I'm going to tell him about my products. But I don't see Gary as the person who yet is the business person. I'm not seeing him that way yet. And he might be, you know. I might talk to Gary and Gary say, look, I try the products, you know. I mean, they're guaranteed, you know, I don't have anything to lose, so I'm going to try the products. And Gary tried the products, and all of a sudden, he goes, my goodness, this is awesome. And then I say to Gary, Gary, how would you like for me to show you how to get these products for free? Gary said, that would be interesting. So guess what? I show him the business presentation. I said, look, if you let me help you to share this with people that you know, again, new people, new doors to people that you probably never would talk to if it wasn't because they're friends with Gary and you're friends with Gary. So now I said to Gary, look, then let's make a list and let's go talk to some of the people that you know, create a little community of group under you. And as you create in volume, you're going to get paid for talking to those people about this business, and then you're going to get paid more money than what you're paying for the product. So basically, your products are free. Gary said, okay, we can do that. You know, easy, non-threatening. Hey, we just work in the business. Now, let's say I talk to Diana and she says, well, you know, I'm tired of working. I don't like my boss. I wish I could do something different. And then I say to her, how would you like for me to teach you how to have 2 vacations every single year, 6 months at a time? She thinks about it. She thinks about it so much. She says, what? She says, that sounds awesome. 2 vacations, 6 months at a time, every year? I could take that. I'm joking a little bit, but let's say I say to Diana, I said, hey, Diana, I said, you know, can I ask you a question? She says, yes, you can ask me a question. I said, are you serious about being tired of, you know, being stressed, maybe, you know, working the long hours? So is that something that's really happened? Because I might have a solution for you. I can't promise you anything, but I might have something that could help you in that area. She says, really? So now I'm not showing her the business presentation right then and there. This is the mistake that a lot of people make is they get a prospect and right then and there in the middle of the store, they're trying to show, you know, tell them about Manatech and guys, you got to work your business in a professional way. So I said to her, I said, look, if you're really interested, how can we best connect? You know, I'll let her give me whatever she wants to give me. If she gives me her email address, I'm gonna say to her, hey, can you also jot your phone number down, because like that I can text you some links that you can look at. Even though she didn't give it to me, because she probably don't know me, you know, it's just like, oh, but I'll ask anyways. After she gives me the email, and I'll just, hey, listen, why don't you jot your phone down, because then I can send you and text you some information that, you know, would be very valuable for you. So now see, and this is what I'm looking for 100% of the time on prospecting. Look, and then because I'm doing that, I'm going to find people that will say, well, I might not be interested in business, but I sure love to get products. I get my customer now. See? So on one side, I'm talking to people about business, and if they're not interested, I get customer on the other side. If you talk just products, it's very hard for you to turn those product people into business builders, because they learn the same thing that you told them. Now they're going to think that they got to go learn everything that Dr. Nugent knows. They got to become experts on explaining the science of glycobiology. Nobody can ever duplicate that, and the business doesn't work. So how do you create momentum? New people. But you also have to work with those new people when they come into your organization. So number one way is find prospect. If you want to create momentum, find new prospect that are new people that haven't been in your organization. Go find new blood. They have lists of people that you don't know, and everybody will have a list of new people. And you can always say to them, "Oh, look, give me your top 10, your top 20 most, sharpest people you know." And then you, instead of going out prospecting at a gas station or at a mall or whatever we all do, or on social media, now you have a list of people that are warm lists that are coming from people that you're working with in your organization. I have a friend. He's a financial planner, so he sells a lot of financial planning stuff. Almost 100% of his business is referral. We don't do, when I say we, I mean our industry, we don't really do well on referral, when we don't really teach referral. But look, guys, that's an easy way to find new people without trying to figure out where to go and who to meet, because you already know a lot of people. You just ask for referrals. Like, for instance, right now, Thailand is opening. I would be asking everybody in my organization, who do you know in Thailand? If you go to church, guess what I do? I'd be asking everybody who's friends of mine at church, who do you know who lives in Thailand? I would be on social media. Hey, listen, my name is Sharon. I'm in Australia. I'm opening my business in Thailand, and I'm looking for somebody to help me expand it there, or something to that effect. If you're interested, DM me. Boom. Because Thailand will help you get momentum. Just like South Africa helped me to get momentum. Thailand will do the same thing for you if you work it the right way. So find prospect. Follow up on, if you have existing prospects, follow up on them. Sometimes you have to talk to people multiple times. Maybe you've spoken to somebody 6 months ago who said, look, this is not the right time. Follow up again, and then teach the people that you're working with to let you do 3 ways together with them, with your prospect. Look, the day that I found Manatech Online, I called the guy. The guy had a phone number. He had a page. He had a page that explained about glycobiology, glyconutrient, all these things, glycans, and all these science stuff. That it was really, really good. I didn't understand a lot of it, but I understood some of it. I was like, man, this thing sounds amazing. So I called him. When I called him, told him a little bit about myself, what I was looking for. He says, okay, I'm going to call you right back. He hangs up. And then he called me, and he had his upline online with him. So it was me, the guy who had the page, and the upline mentor that he was working with. Because he was smart. He knew that he needed help, because when I told him what I did, he was like, oh, okay, I'm going to call you back. He went and got some more firepower and came back, and now, whatever question I had, they were able to answer it. So become a good upline to your people, and make sure that you're doing 3-way calls for them to help them grow their business, And you can do Zoom, you can do 3-way calls, whatever it is, whatever way you guys are building your business, you can do it in a way where you can help your people really grow their business, So you can look at your organization and say, hey guys, why don't we do a 90-day blitz, And you can be creative, why don't we do a 90-day blitz, and let's go and get 10 new people in the 90 days, each one of us, personally, 10 new people. Can you imagine what that would do to your business? 10 brand new business building your business right now. And then you're teaching and doing it with everybody in your downline. Now remember, you are doing it and then you're teaching it. Big difference between you telling them to go do it, but you're not doing it. So you teaching it and you doing it, and then your people will do the same thing too, So look, those are some of the tips that I think that can help you. I think this will help you guys in Australasia, just explode the business. If you just learn those 3 things: having a burning desire, willing to work, and being coachable. Being coachable. That means you want to find a mentor that you can work with. I have mentors. I have multiple mentors, because I don't know everything. And I don't ever want to claim to know everything. Because whenever you start claiming that you know everything, you're in big trouble. If you're the smartest person in the room, you better change the room, is what Eric Worre always says. And also my mentor before I came to Manatech, he used to say that all the time. He says, if you go to a meeting and you're the smartest person in the room, change the room. So you need a mentor that can guide you, that's been there, done that, that can guide you in growing your business. You know. And then the most important thing to just wrap this whole thing up is this: you need to be consistent. You need to be consistent. You need to be consistent doing income producing activities. You need to be consistent doing income producing activities. Yes, if anybody has they have questions, I'm going to stop. I'm almost finished, and then we can do a quick Q&A if you guys want. What are some of the income producing activities? Finding new prospect, following up on existing prospect, talking to your partner's prospect. Those are income producing activities. Anything else is not income producing. I mean, look, 75% to 80% of your time you should be doing income producing activities. 75 to 80% of the time. Of course, there are some things that we do that are not income producing activities, but we need to do it, like promoting events to our organization, helping them setting goals, having conversations about goal settings, having conversations about their businesses, all that stuff. Those are not really income producing activities, but we need to do so. 25% of the time we do that. 75, 80% of the time we should be finding new prospects, connecting with existing prospects, building our business, talking to people that are online who are new, and I'm making sure that they are being onboarded correctly. Yes, income producing activities. Yes, Pauline, income producing activities. So see, and then to top this whole thing up and put a bow on it is you need consistency. Some people say, well, I'm doing every week I'm going to do 1 hour of business. That is not consistency. I'm talking about everyday consistency. See, we have 1 a day vitamins, right? 1 a day. There's a reason they call it 1 a day and not, okay, I got a 1 a day. It's got 30 pills. I'm taking all 30 pills today, and that will count for the next 30 days. It doesn't work that way. So you doing 1 hour every week is not going to help you. It's better than nothing, but it's not. I'd rather you do 15 minutes every day of your business, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You do 15 minutes or even 10 minutes, but you're doing something every single day, than doing something once a week and then once a month and then whatever. There is no consistency there. And when you have no consistency, your business really isn't going to grow. So be consistent in everything that you do. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So when I was working, I didn't have a lot of hours, Plus we had meetings. We had Tuesday night meetings. I had to drive 45 minutes to drop off my kids, drive back 10 minutes to go to the meeting, drive back 10 minutes to pick up my kids, drive back home 45 minutes. I did that every single Tuesday night for more than 10 years. We didn't have any Zoom, no cell phone. It was so expensive. Nobody ever had cell phone. And if you did, you didn't talk until after 7 p.m., which was free, So, but that's what we did because that's what we had. Today, we've changed all that. Look, you guys are in New Zealand, Australia, Singapore. I don't even know where everybody, I'm sure there's probably maybe people from other places. And I'm in Orlando, Florida, and we're having a conversation, a live conversation. When I got started, you didn't have live anything. We didn't have Zoom. We didn't have, internet was beginning, but it was not like, nobody wanted to do anything online because everybody was scared that people were going to steal from them and rob them. So nobody wanted to put their information on there. I still have my AOL account, by the way. That should tell you how old I am. I still have my AOL account. When I say to people, Luciano Fidalgo, AOL.com, they start laughing most of the time. Anyways. So consistency, guys. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So with that, I think I've spoken enough, and I think you have been listening enough. And I just want to say that, look, my hope is that whatever goals you have, whatever wishes you have for your business for the rest of this year and 2025, that it comes true. That you decide. Look, here's the key word: you decide. Not that I decide, not that Ray Robbins decide or Landon decide or Sinead decide. No, that you decide that this business is something that is worth it for you and your family, to build a legacy for you and your family. And it's all worth it. Out of all the things that I've done in my life, building my business has been some of the best thing that I've ever done. And I'm going to give it back to you, Sharon, and we can open it up. I saw already a question about referrals, so we can answer that. But I'll give it back to you before we do that, and then we can answer. I can ask some questions for the people.
Lots of gratitude in the chat, Luciano. As always, your passion is contagious, which is fantastic. And yeah, the first question so far is, what type of questions do you find most successful in asking for referrals from the people you're contacting?
Which is a good question. That's an awesome question. It depends. Look, there is no, I mean, you can't really mess this up. I think people sometimes gets caught up in the it has to be perfect. There is no perfect thing in building a business, you know. So, and the reason I'm saying it depends is because it depends on where the conversation is going. If the conversation is going on the product side, where people are coming in and they say, hey, you know, I just want to try the products, you know, blah, 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 the science sounds good. I can say to them, look, awesome, you know, you can try the products, it's guaranteed, you have nothing to lose. You know me, you know, here's my information, you can get a hold of me anytime you want to. I said, but I'm going to follow up on you in about a week when you get the products. And then so I'll let them try the products. I won't ask them for referral or anything yet, right? But a month later, after that, you know, after I follow up the first week, make sure they get the products. If they have any questions, they take the products. Just before, a week before the product is running out, I call them and say, hey, you know, how is everything going? Do you have any questions on the products? Is everything good? Anything I can answer for you? And 99% of the time, it's a positive experience for them, and they want to get more products. I had a customer call me yesterday that ordered the combo pack, the OSP Ambatos combo pack, which is $250. That's a good pack, you know. So he called me yesterday. He said, "Hey, I want to order again." And so I said, "Great." I said, "So let me ask you a question. Do you want to order again as a customer, or do you want me to show you how to get these products for free?" He said, "I want to know how to get the products for free." Okay, great. So that's one of my favorite questions. Do you want to get the products for free? To a customer, I do that, you know. So now that he's made a second order, I'm going to wait until next week. Because now I know that he knows that the product worked, because, you know, he spent $250. He just decided to spend another $250 the second week. Now I'm going to call him. I'm going to say, hey, listen, I know you know this is working because you wouldn't order it again if it didn't. I said, now I want to talk to you about people that you know that might have the same situation that you're in, or that you think should take these products because you see the benefits already. So then now I want to get some names from him for customers, right? So that I do that. Now, the other side, if it's a business partner, that's easy. Because if it's a business partner, they're already in the business. So you are already speaking to them about making a list. And by the way, when you talk to people in your organization about making a list of new people, you should emphasize that at least in 4 different kind of lists, or at least 3 different kind of lists. You should emphasize on, obviously, all the people that they know, relatives, neighbors, people they go to school with, church with, you know, work with, all that, you know. But then you should emphasize on the national list. You know, if you live in Australia, look, make a list of everybody you know in Australia. And then an international list, make a list of everybody you know in New Zealand, make a list of everybody you know in Thailand, make a list of everybody you know in the United States, Canada. So like that, they not only think, okay, I just want to make a list of only people in my neighborhood, you know, because most of us are like, oh, okay, I'll make a list of people in my neighborhood. No. We want you to have a Canadian list, an American list, a Mexican list, a Colombian list, a Portugal list, you know, a UK list. So you if you don't tell them, they're not going to do that. So to go back to your question, what kind of questions do you ask? For me, when I'm talking to a business person, it's very simple, you know. And I'm saying, look, this is an option. This is one of the options that we're expanding around the world. Maybe this is not something that you want to do right now, but do you have anybody in your sphere of influence that you think would be interested in what I'm doing? Or do you have anybody right now that you know that are looking to make more money? Or anybody that are looking to develop maybe a business from home? Because this is a very viable option for that. But again, my questions, I don't have a set question that I ask people. It just depends on the conversation that I'm having with the person at that time. So I hope that helps, Karen.
Yes, I think it did. And do you typically or always register someone in with an automatic order in combination?
I can't say I'm obsessed, but I'm almost there. If you are building the business and you want to have success, that's a no miss step. Meaning if I say to you, Sharon, do you see this as something that will fit into what you're thinking about doing? And you say, yes, absolutely. I want to go presidential. Listen, I'm not sugarcoating anything. The worst thing that people do is they try to sugarcoat the business so people don't quit. They're gonna quit anyways. Because you're gonna have to tell them the truth, right? So right away I said to you, I said, Sharon, I said, look, you can't build a business without having your own personal stories. You can't. It's very hard for me to go talk to people about Mannatech if I don't have a personal story about my experience with the products. So I need to make sure that you understand that, look, you need to do at least 150 PV every single month. And that means you got to be on the products for yourself. Because if you're not buying the products for yourself, you're not serious about your business. If you're not serious about your business, I'm sorry, I don't really have the time to go spend with you right now. I tell them straight up. People in my group say, oh, but I can't tell them that because if I tell them that, they're going to quit. I can't tell them. Well, save yourself some time and some headache and some energy. And go find people that really want to work with you. Because they actually exist, and a lot of them will. And people appreciate you telling them the truth. Trust me, I've had lots of conversation with people in my organization that, well, no, we're going to go step by step. We're not going to tell them anything about automatic, subscription right now. Because if we do tell them, they might not do it. Well, that's what I want to know. I want to know if you're serious. First of all, if you're serious and you're mentoring somebody, if they're coachable, they're going to listen to you. So one of the 3 steps of being successful, you're going to find out right if they're coachable or not. Look, maybe I was stupid when I was getting started in this industry. Maybe I was dumb. I don't know. But I can tell you one thing. When Al Bala was my upline mentor before Mannatech. In 1987, you guys know Al Bala? And I'm sure everybody knows Al Bala.
Yes.
So in 1987, when I got in this industry, I knew nothing. I was 22 years old. I had just graduated from the university. I was afraid of talking to people. I was scared. I didn't want to sell anything. Al Bala said to me, he said, look, I'm going to prove to you that this works. So he was doing the presentation for me as a good upline should, because I was new, I didn't know. So he was doing on-the-job training with me. And then the things that, because I was afraid to talk to people, he said, look, let's talk to the most sharpest people that you know, and we'll invite them to your house and they'll come and I'll come and show the plan for you. That's what he did. But when he started telling me, look, if you want to build a business, you have to do this. You have to read. You have to listen to cassettes. Cassettes back then, cassettes. We don't have that anymore, people. Cassettes. Yeah. He says you have to listen to cassettes and you have to come to the meetings. I didn't argue with him. I didn't tell him, well, I'm going to do the reading, but I'm not. No. I said, okay, that's what I need to do. I'm doing it. And then he said to me, he said, look, I got into business now in October of 87, right? In November of 87, there was an event in Washington, D.C. Now, I live in Boston. That's a 7 to 8 hour drive from Boston to Washington, D.C. He said, so what we're going to do, we're going to have a bus, and we're going to charge everybody $50 for the bus, and we're going to go to the event in Washington, D.C. We're going to share rooms, so there's like 10 people in one room. I'm not making this up, guys, okay? So now I'm looking at him, I'm like, but I got in the business to make money. I'm not making any money right now, buddy. I said, now you're telling me I need to spend $50 on the bus. I think it was like $99 in the ticket. I have to pay for the hotel room for Friday night and Saturday night. And then I have to go pay for my food. This is my mindset at that time, non-entrepreneurial, not a business builder, I said, are you kidding me? I said, I didn't get in for that. He said to me, he said, look, I'm gonna promise you something. Guys, you got to be a good promoter, let me tell you. In your business, you have to become good promoters. He said to me, he said, look, he said, I guarantee you, he knew my hot button. He said, I guarantee you, if you come to that function, you're gonna be 6 months ahead of everybody who didn't go. Now he's talking my language. I was like, now I'm going. All the excuses that I had just disappeared. Guys, I went to that event. 90 days later, I was at a gold executive level in that other business equivalent. Because guess what happened? There were about 7,000 people in that room from every kind of background that you can think of, including a guy whose profession was a manure hauler. They were successful. So guess what that did for me? I came back home. My belief level was sky high. I was like, man, if those people can do this thing, I know I can do it. So I know I have gone way off tangent on your question, okay? But somebody must need to hear that, because I'm telling you, that business works, but you have to do, some of those crazy things, Anyway, sorry about going off way out there.
No apologies needed. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Luciano, what's in your heart to leave people with today in regards to partnering with Manatech?
Well, listen, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I've been around this industry now for what, 37 years? That's a long time. When I started, I was 22. This December, I will be 60. That's a long time to be in the industry. And let me tell you, if this was not worth it, I could have found many other things to do in my life. I had lots of other options. I have brothers and sisters in Boston who owns lots of traditional businesses. Supermarkets, restaurants, cleaners, sub shops, jewelry stores, traveling, a lot of different businesses, traditional businesses, right? I decided not to go that route because they don't really own that business, the business owns them. They go in at 8 o'clock in the morning and they're until 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, every single day except for Sunday. So my opinion, and I know this is just my opinion, but it comes from experience of many years, is that this is probably the greatest thing that you can do for your family, for the future of your family, for the legacy that you're able to build for you and your family. So don't think of this as this little Manatech little business where I can just do it in Sydney or Melbourne or New Zealand or Thailand. Look, this is a global opportunity that you can create for yourself, that can create legacy for you and your kids and your kids' kids and generations to come. And I saw Landon wrote a letter maybe last week, reaffirming our commitment to network marketing industry and the MLM industry. Guys, that was not just for marketing. That is actually the belief of the board in Manatech and the owner of Manatech. I mean, Landon is the owner of Manatech. His father is the owner, so guess what? He's the owner. And I've had many conversations with him, and I can tell you that there is no better place to be at, to be in this type of business with the products that we have and the science that we have and the knowledge that we have and the leadership that you guys have and the people in Australia and the people in the US and the people in Canada and the people in Mexico and the people in the UK and the people around the world that we work with. This is a great family. I don't come here because I love to talk. I come here because hopefully I can say something that can get you guys going to platinum and platinum and platinum and platinum, or even presidential. Because I know once you get to that level, we don't have to convince you anymore. You don't have to convince me how great Manatech is. I already know. So I'm trying to convince you how great it is so you can come and join us. And you can do it 1,000% because I know that if I could do it, you can do it too. And I hope that this has added value to you guys and to your business. It's been an honor and a privilege, and I look forward to the next time.
Luciano, God bless you. Thank you so much. There's so much appreciation in the chat for you and in our hearts. So everyone, next week's Dr. Nugent. So we'll see you all there. Make sure you're not coming alone. And Luciano, have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.